Angela? Hey, Ange,
Yeah?
can you come out here a sec?
Okay. Hey,
Hey.
are we all set here?
I'd say so, but
Did you check on the food
food's edible.
and the programs?
Out here on the table.
Okay.
Hey, Ange, are you ready for this?
No, but I know what you mean. I'm okay.
No, I'm just asking you because.
I'm fine, Nick, really. We should get started.
About that.
Hold on, I almost forgot. It's not the most flattering, but
Oh, it's nice. Ange,
I'm ready. You can get the door.
I'm sorry, Angela.
What's wrong?
I called you out here because
What?
there's no one out there.
So when do you have to get back?
I don't. I took the day off.
Really?
Yeah.
What did Alan say?
Huh? Drink as much Pepto as humanly possible. I have the stomach flu in case you ask.
I doubt he will. Yeah, we're done.
What do you mean?
We've been sitting here for 3 hours and no one's coming.
Hey, you don't know that.
I think we do.
No, we don't. Give it some time.
It's fine, you can go.
And why would I go?
Nothing is happening here.
I beg to differ. It's almost lunchtime and I have a date with your Mac.
Take it with you, take all of it, seeing as no one's coming. That was a joke, right?
It was, and you stepped all over it.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm just trying to make you smile.
I appreciate it, but I'd say my mood is pretty appropriate for the occasion.
You know, you asked me about the food, the chair placement, the programs, just about everything today. But no mention about my floral arrangement, huh?
It's nice, colorful.
But,
They're orchids, right?
yeah, this $7 a stem. But yeah,
He hated orchids.
he did. Why?
They gave him rashes.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Well, I wish you'd have told me. I'd have bought some more.
You never really liked Vihan, did you?
Don't tell me you're surprised.
I'm not, it's just that you never really said it until now.
I think it was usually implied.
Do you think I made a mistake?
I would have put out less chairs here,
You
but
know what I mean, with him.
Ange, we're at the man's service. I really don't think it's my place to say.
This is me, Nick. I need to know.
Okay, maybe calling the entire thing a mistake would be harsh,
That would be harsh.
so I won't. But there were missteps,
Like what?
like letting him live here.
I wanted to get him on the right track.
There were less painful ways of doing that.
Painful.
Yes, my dear Ange, painful. I mean, what were you thinking?
I wanted to help him.
There were better ways of doing that than, with the history that you two had and the way it all ended, letting him live here was a bad idea for both of you.
Nothing happened.
Big surprise there.
What's that supposed to mean?
He was using you, Ange. Think of it. You had a house. He didn't. You loved him. He knew that. You would do anything for him, and he took complete advantage of it. Nothing was ever going to happen. It was obvious from the start.
You know, I come across pretty pathetic the way you just laid that out.
I'm sorry, Ange. That's not what I meant to do.
All this was so obvious. Why didn't you say something before? We see each other every day.
Yeah, at work.
So?
That's it, Ange. Work's the only place we see each other. Honestly, I didn't think I could tell you all this. We don't share that kind of relationship anymore. And you know what? Vihan was the reason why.
I don't like where this is going.
He took all your time, Angela. Everything you had to offer, everything you did for Vihan. He didn't deserve that.
Nick, please.
He didn't deserve you, Ange.
This is enough. I can't hear
Okay,
you.
okay, okay. Listen, listen. Sorry. Sorry, please. You know, I was about to leave anyway, so of course I could stay.
Oh, it's fine.
Are you sure?
You spent half the day here. I couldn't ask for more.
I know, but I just care about you.
I know.
It sucks that no one came.
It does.
Well, I'll say this. When I die, I hope you plan the service.
Stop.
I'm serious. This is the best lunch I've had in ages.
Go home, please.
Okay. I'll call you later tonight. Bye.
Bye. Six hours. We waited for 6 hours. Not one visitor. And you know what? I'm not even surprised. No one liked you. You were terrible to everyone. You never made an effort. Why was everything so difficult with you? I've asked you for years to just, I swear, all you had to do was be decent. People appreciate that. They appreciate enough they'd show up if they heard you died. I wish I'd let people see the man I saw. Know the man I knew. They'd come to see you if you did. They'd mourn you. They'd remember you. I've spent this last week asking myself if I'm the only person who'll ever remember that you lived on this earth. That you were here for 47 wonderful, frustrating years. You wrote those beautiful poems that gave my life color when no one else could, when no one else would. That you loved me? At least I think you did. You never said it. You're just gonna sit there, silent. Say something, Vihan! 6 hours. No visitors, no one who cared, no one! Hi.
Hi, is this 734 Cedar Lane?
It is.
Oh, I'm Arjun. I'm here to see Vihan.
You are.
Yeah, it's awkward. Is he
He's inside.
Oh, may I?
Please, go ahead. Come in.
Where?
Right over here.
The earth. Oh, right. Okay. Would you have another one of those by any chance?
No, why?
I think I'm going to throw up.
Feeling better?
Yeah, sorry about that. The food on the flight over was just.
You flew here.
I did, yeah.
Where from?
Reno,
What's in Reno?
the University of Nevada, and my mom.
What are you majoring in?
Philosophy.
How's that going?
Do you think it's possible to graduate without learning a single thing?
I don't know.
I guess I'll find out. I gotta be honest, I didn't know he had a wife.
You didn't.
Girlfriend?
Friend.
I was close.
So, how long have you been a fan?
Of,
Yeah.
not long actually. I just started reading his stuff last year.
Really?
Yeah.
What prompted that?
Well, I was in the library this one afternoon, supposed to be grabbing textbooks or something, and I made eye contact with this kind of wild-eyed Indian dude. Half his face was covered in war paint. It was weird. I couldn't look away. It's almost like it took me 10 seconds to realize that I was having a staring contest with the book cover.
Being bad?
Yeah, his first collection.
Only collection.
Right. It's crazy. It's like he was challenging me. I dare you to walk away from this aisle without taking me with you.
It must have meant a lot for you to fly here.
He did, yeah. How long have you been a friend?
A while.
How did you two meet?
It's not an interesting story.
I'd like to hear it.
We met in a pub in Brooklyn in the women's bathroom.
And
I was out celebrating my first job offer, the latter half of a pretty dull night. You know, there are these bars you go to just for the bathrooms. This was one of them, one of those artistic open mic types. Anyways, I got in there, plugged my ears best I could, and beeline for the toilet. Thought I found an open stall, but then there he was, sweating. Apparently he was about to go up and read some of his works, his first time in a while, I guess. He was nervous and drunk, which explains the women's bathroom. When he cleaned himself up, I explained to him why there were no urinals. And the rest is history.
wow,
That was 16 years ago.
that's cool. Was he a good person?
Sorry?
I only know the guy from what I've read, and I've been holding on to this idea of who he was for over a year now. But I don't know if any of it is real. And now I'm sitting here with this friend, and I'm just wondering who the real person was behind the words.
Behind the words.
Yeah, it's a stupid question. I'm sorry.
It's not. It's just that behind the words, Vihan was a man with a lot of problems. But he had passion for what he loved, you know, the writing. He wanted to share his pain with the world, for people to understand what it was like. I guess that's what drew me to him.
You two must have been really close in the end.
I'm sorry. I'm finding this all a little hard to believe.
What?
This, you, that you're here, some kid flying in from Reno, supposedly a fan. Vihan didn't have any fans.
There's two of us. We've got a club.
Am I being trolled?
What?
Am I being trolled? Because this feels like it. That's what you do, right?
Who?
You millennials, you troll people. I've seen it on the news.
No, I'm not a troll.
Really? This isn't some sick trend where you show up at a random funeral and pretend to, I don't know, care?
No.
Then why are you here? I don't understand. Are you done with that?
Oh, Notice the way he smiles when he looks at you. The way his face contorts into a gleeful mess. All teeth, cheek, wrinkles and grins, except for his eyes, his lifeless eyes. They are cold, unmoving, dead. There's no light, no joy, no nothing in those eyes. They are the only blemish on a beautiful face, removing all humanity from his visage. He's an automaton, trying desperately to be human, but failing miserably.
That was,
Dead eyes.
you memorized it.
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know, but it proves I'm not a troll, right?
Yeah. Are you headed somewhere?
Figure I should get going.
Okay. Dead Eyes, was that your favorite poem of Vihan's?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know. I guess to me, it's about this guy who's pretending with everyone. He's pretending to be happy, but there's nothing there. It's just emptiness. He's trying his hardest to be normal, but nothing's working. He can't feel anything, even if he wants to. He wants to feel like a human being, but he can't. And that sucks. I get that.
Would you wait here a minute?
Yeah.
This one's my favorite.
What?
Yeah, I never published it.
You're kidding.
So what do you think?
The truth, I can barely read it. The handwriting is terrible.
There's just something about her that cures me, that heals me, completes my soul. She cured me. She healed me. She left me. Have you ever met a woman so right, so true, that loving her was wrong for you?
Wow. What's it called?
It's not title, it's just addressed to her.
You?
Probably not.
Why not?
I never left him.
Deep.
Thanks. All this really means is that somewhere out there is a woman Vihan wrote this for, and she'll never know.
Sucks for her.
It does. You know, I've often wondered about her, whoever she might be, what her life is like. She obviously meant a lot to him.
You did too.
Not as much as I thought, clearly. I mean, she was. I'm sorry, I hate this.
What?
This immaturity, worrying about which woman Vihan loved more, like it matters. I'm more than this, I know. It's just that some answers would be nice.
Maybe she's dead.
Dead?
Hmm?
That's a morbid thought.
Look, she could be anywhere, right?
Yeah,
So even if you do find out who she is, it doesn't really change anything.
it might. I mean, this is someone Vihan knew intimately, someone he loved. I'd want to talk to her if I could.
Why?
Because there are things about Vihan I still don't get after all these years.
Like what?
Things that, I feel terrible saying this, things that normal people don't do.
Are you saying he was
I'm not qualified to. I just picked up on a few things.
like what?
I mean, everything Vihan did, every person he met, every thought he had, was either hot or cold, good or bad, black or white. That was everything with him. He made no room for gray areas.
It doesn't sound too bad. I mean, he clearly knew where he stood on things.
Yeah, but Vihan made every decision like that. Every step was a fork in the road. There was no coming back. People could only be one thing. They could never be more than what they were in his head. And if he didn't like what he saw, he'd just drop you.
Drop you.
Cut you off, pay you no mind. It's like you never existed. Makes you question everything you ever did. You know, and months later you'd find out like it was for no reason at all. Did that with everyone. Even tried it with me. If I didn't love him as much, I'd let him.
He sounds like he had a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I use your bathroom?
Sure, it's down the hall. You dropped something.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Why do you have a letter sent from this address?
What?
You have a letter. It's addressed to a woman called Anna, and it came from this address.
How do you know that? Did you go through my things?
No, when you left just now, a letter fell out of your jacket. I put it back without reading it.
Clearly you didn't.
Arjun, who's Anna?
Anna is my mother.
I don't understand.
If it isn't obvious already, my mom and I moved here 7 years ago.
Why?
She said it was for a job or something. I was too busy hating her for making us move. I begged her to think of us, to think of me, our home in India. Only it wasn't our home. At least it wasn't mine.
What do you mean?
I was born here in the US. Another little secret my mom decided to keep from me.
Why?
She studied here, she fell in love here, and she gave birth to me here. At some point of time, it stopped making sense trying to go back home to India. I didn't have anyone there, and we had built a life here. And also, my grades sucked, so I didn't have too many options. So,
University of Nevada.
yeah, I mean, it's not a bad place. Anyway, about a year ago, my mom and we were moving out of our old place, and I come across this addressed to my mom.
That letter meant a lot to me. Thank you. I'm doing okay on my end. I've got a couple of ideas in the works. We'll see if anything pans out. Hope you and the kid are doing okay.
I miss our Berkeley days. Please keep in touch. Regards, Vihan. My mom and Vihan were at Berkeley together 22 years ago.
So Vihan's your father?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Look, all I know is my mom kept that from me and she had no plans of sharing the letter with me.
Why?
I don't know. That's why I came here to talk with Vihan.
How, Arjun? This is a funeral service.
I didn't come here for a funeral, Angela. I didn't even know he died until...
Today. I can't believe this. When were you going to tell me?
I wasn't.
You're kidding, right?
No, once you showed me the urn, it didn't make any more sense to...
To tell me you might be Vihan's son, it just didn't make any sense?
Look, I get it. You're confused.
I'm not confused, Arjun. I let you into my home believing you were here to pay your respects. Granted, you didn't know then, but you've been feeding me lies from the minute you sat down.
No, nothing so far I've said has been a lie. Okay?
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Really? What about the business with the book cover?
It's true. Only I almost didn't buy it because the cover scared the shit out of me.
Okay, what about being a fan of Vihan's?
Okay, fan may be a bit excessive, especially after all of this. But it's true. I do like his poems.
What does that mean?
What does what mean?
Especially after all of this.
Nothing.
He wouldn't have said it if it meant nothing.
I say shit that means nothing all the time.
You said shit twice in the last 2 minutes.
So I swear.
A lot.
No more than the average person.
Arjun, I don't know who you are.
Look, I was going to tell you at the door, okay? I just panicked. I swear. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you. That makes it all better.
Can you cut me some slack? I'm trying to figure out a lot of shit right now, okay?
I am as well, but the only difference is I haven't lied about a single thing.
Really?
Yes, really.
Do you really want to know who my mom is now? Especially after all of this?
Yes, I would.
No, you don't.
I'd want to talk to her if I could.
You don't give a shit about understanding Vihan, okay? You just want to know what my mom had that you didn't, and why he wrote her that letter from your fucking address.
I can't believe you just said that.
Well, I didn't come here to be attacked.
I wasn't trying to attack you, Arjun. This is a lot for me to take in. I'm a little overwhelmed.
You're overwhelmed?
I am, yes. Look, I may have responded.
You know what? I'm just going to get going.
What do you mean?
I was going to leave 2 hours ago. You kept me here to talk about that poem. We did, and I'm good. But thank you for the tea, and nice meeting you.
Arjun, wait. I don't understand what happened. I don't understand. you? I feel like I don't even know you anymore. The person you were in here, it wasn't who you were out there, was it? I'm trying to understand how this man I poured every ounce of my soul into, invested years of my life into, could be a father, a lover. You! Where was the love when I was around? Kids? I wanted kids. Why couldn't... Who the hell were you, Vihan? I'm so sick of this. I'm just so sick of questioning everything. Every day there is a new revelation. It pushes us farther and farther apart. And to be honest, I don't even want the answers anymore. I'm afraid of what you'll say. I'm done. Vihan, I am done. I'm done. Hi.
I left my letter.
It's inside.
Yeah.
Arjun, we can talk if you want.
No, I'm good. Honestly, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to become what it did. And anyway, I've texted my friend. He said if I can get to his place, I can crash on his couch.
Okay. Your friend, where is he?
Culver City.
Really? Do you have a ride?
No.
Are you taking the bus?
No.
Scooter?
No.
That leaves walking to Culver City.
Yeah, I guess.
Arjun, no, that won't.
What do you mean?
Tell your friend you're spending the night.
I'm not spending the night here.
I think you should. Walking from here to your friend is like walking to Vegas from Reno.
Really?
I don't know, but it's far. Look, I know we left things where we did, but forget that for a second and ask yourself what the safer move would be here.
Guy's not even my friend.
Comfortable?
Yeah. Thank you again for all of this.
So you're obviously welcome to spend the night, but what's the plan?
What do you mean?
What are you going to do tomorrow?
Catch a flight?
And then what?
I don't know.
What about school?
What about it?
How are things going?
Things are going fine.
I asked because earlier you asked if you could graduate without learning a single thing.
That was a joke.
Oh, right. I've been pretty bad with those today.
What?
Jokes that just seem to keep going.
Ahead.
Yeah. Arjun, can we talk about earlier?
Yeah.
You said I was attacking you.
I'm sorry about that.
Don't be. I just wanted to know why you felt that way.
I was doing the thing.
What thing?
Dropping you.
What do you mean?
I kind of checked out once we started arguing, and then I just started looking for an excuse to get out of here.
Because?
Because that's what I do. I drop people.
And the anger?
It happens sometimes. I can get cruel with my words. I don't like it or anything, but it happens.
Arjun, why did you come here?
What do you mean?
It's November. I'm assuming you've got finals coming up. You've got your mom back home. Why come here?
You know why.
I know what you told me, to find out if Vihan was your dad.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make any sense. You said you've been holding on to that letter for a year now. Why pick today?
I just got money for a plane ticket.
Okay, so you got money for a plane ticket and you decided the time was right to find out?
Yeah.
And if he was your dad, you would?
Move on with my life.
Just like that, one talk with dad and everything's solved?
Yeah, pretty much.
What would you to talk about?
That's between him and me.
Okay, fair. But can I ask you something?
Yeah?
Was there something specific about Vihan that brought you here?
I'm not following.
I'm not a detective, and as the day has shown, I'm more often than not late to something. When we argued earlier
As I
today,
said, I'm sorry about.
and I said you don't need to be, because I don't think most of that was in your control.
What do you mean?
I've seen a lot of it, and I've read about it.
Where?
In Vihan's poems, the emptiness, feeling like a bad person, cutting people off. He wrote about the darkest things, and when I look back on it now, Arjun, did something happen?
Like what?
I don't know, something that made you feel you needed to be here.
No,
Really?
really. That's all there is to it.
Okay, I believe you.
No, you don't believe me.
You're right, I don't, but I'm not gonna force it out of you.
Force what out of me?
The truth. If you want me to know, I'll listen. If not, fine.
I can't go spilling everything.
It's not like you haven't already. I'm not holding it against you. I'm just saying I've been listening this whole time, and I'm without judgment.
No one's without judgment.
I'm as close to it as you'll get.
And I'm supposed to trust you?
Yes.
I have borderline personality disorder.
What is that?
The way it was explained to me, it pretty much just sucks all around. Basically, I'm terrified of being alone. I drop people just because I feel like it. I have mood swings at random. I'm terrified of making new connections. You want me to go on?
How did it start?
I don't know. Ask my mom or my dad or my environment. Everyone's got a different answer.
When did this happen?
I was born
I'm sorry, I meant when did you find out?
a couple of weeks ago at the counselor's office.
How'd you end up there?
The doctor referred me.
Because
Because I asked. A month ago, I was getting my flu shot, and the doctor is wiping my arm down, and she asked me how I'm doing. I burst into tears. Anyway, long story short, she refers me to a psychiatrist who then sends me to a therapist who told me everything I just told you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot. I don't usually.
It's okay, really.
Therapy. It might be good for most people, but I cannot just sit there and listen to someone tell me how things are going to get better, especially when it doesn't feel like they are. I need more than that. Coming here was. You've read his stuff. You know what he's talking about. That he might be my dad. It just made sense. So I would just confront him and ask him why he left my mom. Why he left me with this. Then I remember he's not even my dad. I mean, even if he is my dad, he's not my dad. He's just some guy I happen to have a lot in common with. So then maybe I just settle for some answers. Maybe we can talk about his work, about how much I love his writing. I never usually like poetry, but this shit actually means something. Maybe we can commiserate about how much our brains hate us, how much we hate us, how much we don't even want to be here. I don't know. Today was supposed to be a good day for me. I was supposed to get some answers, move on with my life. The fact that he died, it just complicates things.
Oh my God, Arjun, I never told you what happened.
Does it even matter?
Arjun.
Hello? Mom? Yeah. Mom. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, Ma. What's up? I'm just with friends. No, Ma, I've not been kidnapped. Why would they let me keep my phone? I'm in Vegas. Ma, can I talk to you later, please? Yeah, I know you do. Bye.
Your mom?
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Yeah, she does that a lot.
Calling?
Yeah, it's a drag.
Some people call it a drag, others call it love.
Trust me, it wasn't love. She's just calling to make sure I haven't done anything stupid.
Like lie to her and fly to San Francisco, possibly to meet your biological father, maybe?
Something like that. She's actually pretty cool.
I imagine she is. Are you Hungry?
Starving.
I have a lot of mac and cheese in the fridge.
Sure.
Here you go.
Thanks.
All good?
Yeah. I've been thinking a lot.
About what?
You, me, him, mostly him.
What do you mean?
You said it yourself. He committed suicide.
I'm sorry, I should have said
No,
something.
no, it's not that. It's just before I was trying to figure out where this borderline thing came from. If it was just me, or now that I know how things ended, I don't know what it means for me.
Arjun, it doesn't mean anything.
How do you know that? You said it yourself how much alike we are, the way we did things. Why wouldn't that translate to the way we live as well?
Arjun, what's wrong?
I'm scared. I'm really fucking scared.
Of what?
My future, I can see it.
See what?
Me, ending up like him. Cutting people off, dropping off the map, just losing myself. Or worse, ending up like my mom. Going to the same office, sitting at the same desk, forgetting why I'm even here in the first place. Still losing myself, just in a different way.
The latter's not as bad as you think.
What do you mean?
I've spent my entire life behind a desk.
Sorry.
It's fine. Just don't knock it until you've tried it. And as for the option of ending up like him, I'll just say this. You're at a wildly different place than he was.
Can I talk to him?
The urn?
Yeah, maybe it'll be like therapeutic or something.
Maybe, but halfway in you'll realize you're talking to a pile of ashes and you're going to feel like an idiot. Speaking from experience.
Yeah, you're right. I missed my turn.
You didn't miss anything, Arjun. There are people to talk to that are still here. They're not going anywhere. Your mom's the most important of those people. She cares about you, and to her credit, she protected you.
How did she protect me? I still got here, didn't I?
As an adult, not as a kid looking for someone to be his dad. You would have gotten hurt. It wouldn't have been anybody's fault, but you would have gotten...
my dad. He could never be my dad.
Yeah.
It's funny.
What?
Can you imagine what it must have been like for him? To spend his whole life committed to this one thing. I mean, he was doing exactly what he was put on this earth to do, and it barely even registered to anyone. It must have sucked so much to access his most vulnerable part, to put it down on paper, to send it out into the world, and to realize that no one even gave a shit about it. They probably never did.
I did.
I know.
Did he know?
Even if he did, it probably wasn't enough.
Can I ask you something? A favor?
Yeah.
Would you consider writing to me every once in a while?
Why?
Just to talk. I get the sense you don't have much of that in your life.
That's presumptuous. I mean, true, but damn.
I'm the same way, probably worse. I've spent more time talking to that urn than real people.
Yeah, that is depressing. So what were you thinking? Like letters?
Emails, actually, but since you brought it up, letters would be nice.
Okay.
You will?
I will.
You understand it's not just for you, right? That I could use someone to talk to. I'm pretty lonely.
I get it.
Be nice to be written to.
I will write.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll forget.
No, I won't.
It's okay. It's a sentiment that counts.
I will write.
Okay. I believe you.
You deserve to be written about.
That's very kind of you to say.
I mean it.
I know.
You are fucking awesome.
Thank you.
You know what? You should say it.
Say what?
I'm fucking awesome. I'm cool as shit. Whatever you want.
I'll just take your word for it.
Okay. May I?
I'll leave you to it.
Hey, Mom? No, I just called to talk.
All set?
Yeah, my Uber is almost here, but I wanted to tell you.
Thank you. You changed my life. I know.
Yeah, I wouldn't, not that far, but you're pretty cool.
I'm touched. Now go home.
Yeah. Angela?
This is becoming a habit with you.
No, what I really wanted to say is,
Feeling is mutual.
good to know.
Have a safe flight.
I will. Bye.
Bye. I told you I would, Arjun.
What can I say to describe a woman for whom simple words don't do justice? Kind, gracious, selfless. They all seem so small, so insignificant in comparison to you. I'll say this instead. Thank you. Thank you again. Thank you forever.